Hi, Mark Reedy here. Just wanted to go over a couple of the changes that we've made in the current version of TATEMS 4.4.00. And we're looking at a copy of TATEMS here running on Windows 8 Preview. And so you can see the TATEMS does install on here with no problems at all so far. And so in the preferences, if you go to Tools and Preferences in this new version, you'll see here that we've added a number of options. Under Miscellaneous, we have Billing Terms, and we have Work Orders and Invoice options. So under the Miscellaneous, you'll see here it says Stop Asking Update Current Odometer and Hours from other tabs, or Always Update Current Odometer and Hours from other tabs. And so basically in the past, if you added an odometer reading to, say, the loop service tab, it would always ask you, do you want to update the equipment with that particular odometer reading? And you had to say yes or no. And so that was a little bit of an annoyance for some people, so we've added the ability to stop asking. So you can have it stop asking and it will never automatically update the odometer reading from those other tabs, or you can have it stop asking and always update the current odometer readings from the other tabs. So when you actually enter the odometer reading from one of the spots in the program, like in the loop service or in work orders or in the fuel log, for example, and you have both these checked, then when you update the odometer reading in one of those other tabs, it's going to automatically update over to the equipment summary, which is the main place where the odometer readings are stored for that piece of equipment that updates it, that allows reminders to be checked based upon current odometer readings. And it updates it in the equipment summary, and then it will also show up over in the list of equipment as well. So that's how that works. And then if we go over here to Billing Terms, this actually comes to you empty. And if you want to paste in billing terms that will show up at the bottom of your work order, you can do that, and I'll make this available, a link below this video or on our website that'll allow you to copy this terms, and basically the formatting is going to stay the same, but the text size, the font size is going to be, you're not going to be able to manipulate that. You can't make it smaller or larger. It's always going to be one size no matter what. So, but the formatting will stay the same, the carriage returns and that sort of stuff. So if we copy that, we can right click and choose copy. If we go back over to the program, click in this white area here and then do a Control V as in Victor to paste it in, and then we click OK. And then if we go over here to a work order and click to print, and you'll see here that the terms are listed down at the bottom here, and the formatting has stayed the same with the carriage returns and the lines for the signature, that sort of stuff. And if we close that, save and close, go back over here to Tools and Preferences, and we delete that out of there, click OK, go back over to the work order, click to print, and you can see here that the terms are no longer in there. Close that out and go back over here to Tools and Preferences, and now we'll go to Work Orders and Invoices. And one of these features, the feature at the top here, has been here for a while. Stop asking print completed work orders as an invoice, or always print it as an invoice. So if you don't have this checked, it's going to pop up and ask you if you want to print the work order as an invoice. And if you check this one down below here, it'll always print the completed work order as an invoice. So I'll just show you that. Click OK. Click print. Oh, and that's only when the invoice is closed. So it's got to have a completed date in there. So we'll put a completed date, and on print. And now we see that it says invoice at the top. Close that. And I'll go ahead and put a mileage figure in here too. We're at 112,182. Also, I'll put 112,999, and we'll save and close that. You can see that it updated over here, the odometer reading for that piece of equipment. And you go to the equipment summary tab, and it updated here. Now, it doesn't always update automatically like that from every tab. Sometimes you may have to choose the force update to update this screen, or just move to another piece of equipment and then back to that original piece of equipment. That saves it and updates the screen for you. We'll go back up here to Tools and Preferences and Work Orders and Invoices, and we can see here the always display parts notes on work order printout. This is a preference that we had in here before, and basically it will save space if you take out the parts notes on the work order printout. So if you uncheck that, then those parts notes will not display on the work order printout. If you have it checked, then they will display. And you can also have always deduct work order parts inventory. This is a new preference that we've added. So if we click on that to check that, and then we click OK, and we go back over here to our work orders, and we go to parts and materials used. We click here to add a part, and if we select a part here, and then we go down here to put the quantity in, and you can see here that the deduct parts inventory is automatically checked, and it tells you, also tells you in this new version, the quantity on hand before you deducted and the quantity on hand after deducting. Well, obviously we had a quantity on hand of 0 before the deduction, and now the quantity on hand is -5. So we can uncheck that, and now the quantity on hand is back to 0, and because we're not deducting from inventory. And I'm just going to delete that and save and close, and so we won't be deducting that one from the inventory. And we'll save and close that, and we'll go back up here to Tools and Preferences and take a look at always updates parts quantity on hand, date verified when deducted via a work order. So basically, if you have that checked and then you've deducted a part from the work order, if you go up here to Forms and then Parts Inventory, this date quantity on hand verified for that particular part that you deducted from inventory will always put the date that you deducted it in here. So it's not a manual date verified quantity on hand, it's basically an automatic date verified quantity on hand based upon when the deduction was made. So hopefully that makes sense to you. And we go up here back to Tools and Preferences and take a look at hide warranty checkbox on work orders and invoice printouts, and also hide the recall checkbox. So if we don't have that checked, we go back up here to work orders and we go to print. You can see here at the bottom we've got a warranty checkbox and a recall checkbox. Some people didn't want to see that on their work order printouts or / invoice printouts, so we'll close that and go back up here to Tools and Preferences, and you'll see here if we hide those two checkboxes, click OK. You can do one or the other or both. Click Print, say no, and you can see the warranty and the recall checkbox are no longer displayed on the printout. So that's just a couple of the features. I'll do another video for some of the other things we've done, and hopefully this has been helpful to you. Thanks a lot. Take care.